When it comes to being successful driver, there's one thing you really have to make sure you're doing. And we're going to take a little bit of a lesson learned from a recent student of mine, Simon. He was doing pretty good inside his golf game, but when I asked him how the driver was going, it was still a little inconsistent. And the reason for this was because of his upper body rotation in the backswing. So Simon had just sort of fallen a little bit foul of creating too much of a tilt, too much of an extension in this type of movement. And this is just going to make you come down too steep. You see, what you really want to be doing is making sure you are creating a tilt, but correctly. I'm going to explain that the first thing that I'm going to do, and I want you guys to copy me, is if I got set up to the golf ball like so, okay, I want you to get a position an object 4 feet from the target line in line with your right foot. Okay, so I'm going to move that ball there. Okay, so it's on the instep of my right ankle, and then I'm going to advance it about 4 feet in front of me, something like so. Okay, now if I go back into my stance, I'm going to put the club across my shoulders. See, what should happen in the golf swing is in the takeaway, so we should be doing a little bit of arm movement and upper body rotation to get the club into a good takeaway position, as I'm demonstrating here. Now that creates a tilt, okay, like so. What you don't want to do is turn everything together. You see my shoulder rotation becomes very flat. So we do this first, and then as I complete my rotation, I can now see from my perspective the way the club shaft is continuing to point towards that ball in the distance. And once I started to do this with Simon, what happened, we went from a sort of too steep downswing to something which was more rotational. The hands were in a better position. He could bring the club down on plane, square the club face, and the results improved dramatically. So make sure you're not making that same shoulder mistake as Simon was. Otherwise, you know, easy to fix with this type of drill, and it'll bring you much better results.